Once upon a time, in New York City, lived a girl who belonged to a very aristocratic family. And nobody could have ever imagined that one day this girl would grow up and become the talented and renowned social media and reality TV star and personality, actress and singer, and DJ and author known as Paris Hilton. But how did Paris Hilton become such a famous media personality? And why did she become such a reality star? Does Paris really have a size 11 feet and has admitted she really hates the size of them? Was she a cheerleader in high school? Does she really make $1 million per night working as a DJ? Is she obsessed with virtual reality gaming? Was it her or her sister that coined and created the catchphrase, "That's hot"? And did she also get famous off a bootleg video that was distributed illegally through the black market? And also one of the first celebrities to get famous off an illegally stolen adult film? It's time for me to answer all these questions and more, since this is ASMR. Aaron, back at it again with another daily video to help you relax. So lay back and enjoy the ride. I hope this video gets you through your day, or even better, I hope this read helps you gently fall asleep. I can't wait to get started. This is the tale of Paris Hilton.
Socialite Paris Whitney Hilton was born in New York City on February the 17th, 1981. The eldest child of real estate developer Richard Hilton and socialite Kathy Richards Hilton. Along with sister Nikki and brothers Baron and Conrad, Hilton is one of the multiple heirs to the Hilton Hotel fortune. Given the childhood nickname Star by her mother and grandmother, Hilton, who began modelling as a child at charitable functions, was born into acting stock. Her grandmother, her maternal grandmother, was actress Big Kathy Dugan, and aunts Kim and Carl Richards continue to earn film and television roles. Hilton is also related by marriage to Zsa Zsa Gabor, who wed Hilton's great-grandfather Conrad Hilton, and Elizabeth Taylor, who was briefly married to Hilton's great-uncle Conrad Nicholson Hilton Jr. Hilton spent her childhood moving from one luxury home to another. While living in the family's Beverly Hills mansion, she attended her freshman year of high school at the Marywood Palm Valley School in California. When the Hilton family relocated to New York City in 1996, she continued her studies at the Dwight School. At this time, the family took up residence in a suite at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in Manhattan, and frequently vacationed at a multi-million-dollar home in the Hamptons. As East Coast transplants, Hilton and her sister regularly attended society functions, charitable events, fashion shows and A-list parties. The two soon became regulars on the red carpet, and a titillating 2000 Vanity Fair spread shot by famed photographer David LaChapelle cemented their burgeoning fame. Around this time, Hilton signed with Donald Trump's modeling agency, Team Management. She was soon seen in a flurry of campaigns for leading clothing designers such as Christian Dior and Tommy Hilfiger, as well as national publications. Hilton went on to work with other top agencies, including Ford Models Management and London's Model One agency. Hilton, who courted regular media attention for her outrageous lifestyle, was christened New York's leading it girl in 2001. Short-lived romances with actor Leonardo DiCaprio and boxer Oscar de la Hoya, as well as callous comments directed at her peers, earned Hilton bad press. and further fortified her reputation for careless jet-setting and hard partying. Hilton soon tried her hand at acting, making a cameo in Zoolander 2001, Ben Stiller's feature-length spoof of the modelling world. Over the next few years, she continued to split her time between runways and movie sets, appearing in the 2002 horror flick 9 Lives. The following year, she acted in the feature films Wonderland and Cat in the Hat, and began work on her own small-screen reality series. In November 2003, an unauthorised 4-minute video of Hilton began to circulate on the internet, dubbed One Night in Paris. It featured Hilton engaging in intimate acts with then-boyfriend Rick Salomon. Salomon marketed the video, earning millions in sales, and Hilton filed suit. Although the case was settled out of court, reports stated that Hilton received $400,000 from the video. Additionally, she publicly stated that she had never intended the video to be a commercial venture. 3 weeks after the release of the video, Hilton debuted her first reality television venture on Fox. She partnered with longtime friend Nicole Richie to create The Simple Life, a show that featured the two socialites attempting blue-collar jobs and performing menial tasks. It was feared that Hilton's scandal would ruin ratings and alienate potential audiences, but the show became an enormous success. Shortly after, Hilton was approached by guests to appear in 3 worldwide campaigns. The following month, Hilton made a guest appearance on Saturday Night Live. Her double entendre-laden interview with Jimmy Fallon poked good-natured fun at the Salomon tape debacle. The following year, Hilton appeared in the big-screen features The Hills and Raising Helen, and began to branch out into other business interests. After founding Heiress Records, a sub-label of Warner Brothers, she released her first book, Confessions of an Heiress, a tongue-in-cheek peek behind the pose. Written in conjunction with author Merle Ginsberg, the book, despite being widely panned by critics, quickly made its way onto the New York Times bestseller list. That year, Hilton also busied herself with a perfume line, a nightclub franchise, and the second season of The Simple Life. Although the show secured strong ratings by 2005, Richie and Hilton had clearly grown apart, and the cause of their split became a matter of public speculation. While still maintaining her role on the show, Hilton accepted other acting opportunities, including a small but significant role in the horror film House of Wax. Her portrayal earned her the Teen Choice Award for Best Scream, as well as nominations for Choice Breakout and Best Frightened Performance at the MTV Movie Awards. Focusing on her romantic life, Hilton announced her engagement to Greek shipping heir Paris Hilton in May 2005. The couple called off the nuptials 5 months later, and Hilton soon began dating Stavros Niarchos III, an heir to a different Greek shipping dynasty. Toward the end of the year, she dabbled in fashion, released her own jewellery line, and published her sophomore writing effort, another collaboration with Ginsberg entitled Your Heiress Diary, Confess It All to Me. In 2006, Hilton branched into music, releasing her self-titled album on her Heiress label. The record, which peaked at number 6, featured a range of genres as well as the work of producers including Greg Wells, Cara Dioguardi and Scott Storch. At the same time, Hilton maintained her acting pursuits, and as The Simple Life continued into its 4th season, Richie and Hilton publicly reconciled. While her business endeavours were taking off, Hilton's hard-partying private lifestyle would catch up with her in September 2006 when she was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence of alcohol. Hilton was arrested and placed on probation. The heiress was back in court only a few months later after the Los Angeles City Attorney's Office claimed that she had violated the terms of her probation by driving on a suspended license. In May 2007, Hilton was sentenced to 45 days in jail, a sentence that was later reduced to 23 days. Hilton reported to the Century Regional Detention Facility in Linwood, California, on the night of June the 3rd, directly after she made an appearance at the 2007 MTV Movie Awards. After serving only 3 full days in prison, Hilton was released early in the morning on June the 7th for unspecified health reasons. The court ordered her to complete her sentence by spending 40 days in home confinement. Responding to the perception that Hilton was receiving preferential treatment as a result of her celebrity status, a judge ordered Hilton to return to jail. Upon hearing the sentence, Hilton shouted, "It's not right," and asked for her mother. She was subsequently moved to the medical wing of the Twin Towers Correctional Facility in Los Angeles and transferred back to the Century Regional Detention Facility on June the 13th. Hilton was released from jail on June the 26th, 2007, serving a total of 22 days in detention as networks vied for her first post-incarceration interview. The Hilton family drew negative press for attempting to extract $1 million fee from Barbara Walters and ABC. A furious Walters refused, and network interest dissipated. Eventually, a reformed Hilton appeared for free on Larry King Live, maintaining that the jail's minister had inspired her to make a new beginning. After 5 seasons, The Simple Life drew to a close in 2007. Hilton continued to act in big screen releases: Repo, The Genetic Opera 2008 and The Hottie and the Naughty 2008, and launched the MTV reality series entitled Paris Hilton's My New BFF. Hilton seemed to draw the most on-screen attention, however, for her political views. On August the 5th, presidential hopeful John McCain negatively compared Hilton's celebrity status to that of rival candidate Barack Obama. Hilton retorted with a video on Will Ferrell's humour-themed funnyordy.com. The media responded positively to her smart comedic turn. On the romantic front, Hilton announced her engagement to Good Charlotte guitarist Benji Madden in May 2008. After a 9-month relationship, the two split in November of that same year. She began dating nightclub owner Cy Waits in 2010. The two had a very public relationship, which was shown in her 2011 Oxygen series, The World According to Paris. Their relationship was filled with drama, and the couple getting arrested for possession of cocaine in Las Vegas, her second drug charge of the year, after being caught with marijuana in Corsica, and Waits having pinned her down. Their relationship was filled with drama, with the couple getting arrested for possession of cocaine in Las Vegas, her second drug charge of the year after being caught with marijuana in Corsica, and Waits having pinned down an intruder in Paris's house at gunpoint. After nearly a year, their relationship ended in 2011, in June, 1 month before the end of The World According to Paris. After the release of several fragrances in stores worldwide, Hilton decided to take her empire in a different direction by steering her career back into music. In early 2012, Hilton announced that she wanted to be a DJ. She made her DJ debut at the Pop Music Festival. She made her DJ debut at the Pop Music Festival in Sao Paulo, Brazil in 2012. Her premiere performance wasn't well received. She then appeared in a Korean pop video by artist Jim Chang-hoon in October 2012. The following year, to the surprise of many, Hilton prepared for the release of her sophomore album under the Cash Money Records, home of popular hip-hop artists Drake, Lil Wayne and Nicki Minaj. Although a completed album never saw the light of day, Hilton released multiple singles over the next few years that enjoyed some success on the dance charts. She also continued to surface on the small screen, appearing on programs like The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. After romances with younger boy toys, like Spanish model River Vilperi, Hilton settled into a relationship with actor Chris Silka. The two announced they were engaged during a ski trip to Aspen, Colorado in early 2018, before calling off their engagement late that year. In spring 2018, Viceland announced that Hilton would star in a new reality series, Hollywood Love Story, about a group of fame seekers in Tinseltown. In June, she revealed she was teaming with the Boohoo fashion line for a new 70-piece collection to debut later in the month. Hilton then got 2020 off to a mouth-watering start with the debut of her YouTube show, Cooking with Paris. And so ends the tale of the famous media personality, actress, singer, Paris Hilton, who lived happily ever after doing whatever she likes to do.